Hello, this is my second take. The first one Microphone didn't pick up and I'm not happy about it. So first of all, every page has these things that are the exact same on everyone. First, we got these button styles. Could not find a way to do it on Bulma, and this managed to work perfectly. So this is how it is in all three. This is a header slash navigation. It's just a thin strip at the top that is just permanent. It's on every page. And then the way every page is set out, there's a column on the left hand side which uses Bulma and uses is -1, which is just a really thin strip on the left hand side, so I can keep places for buttons or whatever I need. And then the rest of the web page will be column is -11, so a very thin strip on the left, and the whole right hand side is the rest. So it's split up into a column on the left and a one thick column on the right. And then every other class will have this footer, which it's just a footer. It just has my name, my CV website by me, and then yeah, so that's everything that's going to be the same. I'll show you the website now and walk you through it. So this would be the first page or one of the pages, CV selector. We go here, and these names are dynamically withdrawn from the database. So these three are the only three names in the database right now. I can copy this and I can show you admin. So user infos, we have Tony, we have John McEwen, and we have Bobby McEwen. So we'll go back to this page, Bobby McEwen, and dynamically the CV, the CV URL is taken from here. So Bobby McEwen has got sources placements. So this is dynamically changing depending on the person. Every person has their own CV or their own PDF. So this is my personal CV. Just shows up nice and easy. And then we've got John McEwen. He's got the handbook, not a CV, but it's a PDF. And then we'll go down to Tony. Tony's got, I think, Oxford's how to make a CV. I'm not quite sure. Just a simple template. So this just shows the basic functionality. You've got the names that are dynamically chosen, and then depending on what name you pick, it changes the CV, which is dependent on which they have their CV file saved as. So then we'll go back to here. This is shown here. This is a drop down box for the names, as you can see, and then it tells you to select the person here. And then once they are doing this, we open up the table user info, and then we obviously have names, which would just take all the data from the database from the table, put it into names, and we can use that. So we loop for name of user, the variable we create in name, so it loops through everything in that table, and then we set this value to CV file. We're going to use that later, and then we put the name of the user right here, and then we end that. So that's the drop down selected, and then we will come down to here. I have I used embed to create the PDF viewer. So we have the CV viewer. We don't have a source here, and then we have the obviously whatever they are. And we'll come down to the bottom, and this is the JavaScript that does it. So when you get in the user select, it also gets the ID, gets the URL from the person that's currently selected, and then it will use the come down here, and it will set the CV viewer, which is the ID, and then this will set the source CV viewer.source to the correct URL. So it will take what it knows from the table or the URL where it is, and then it will search it in the table, and it will go into the sources and look for the correct one. These are just a few that I have saved in here right now. That's the first page. This is just simple navigation buttons. If we go back, we can see it. Go to the about page. This is how they work. So on the about page, it's not much because it is only just a bit of text and a bit of coloring style and whatnot, but I'll show you that anyway. I'll go on to CV about page. The same CSS here to keep the buttons fixed. Header, the same, is 1, is 11, and this will be all just the HTML, all the text that just shows or take someone through an easy way to create a CV or a nice CV, whatever you want to say. Keeps going, four different sections, four different containers for the different sections, and we get to the bottom. There's a footer. There's no script, obviously, because it's just a simple text page. And then you got the buttons on the website. You got the footer down here, and yeah. So you'd go to the contact page next, which is it's just a form. It brings up past details used, so you could do this, you can do that. Choose a file, go CV template there, and we click submit, and it says data has been sent. This is a lie. There no data has been sent anywhere. This is just a template to see the functionality on how it would work. There's not actually data being sent anywhere. All the data that's in the database has been made using the admin page, and this was just a proof of concept. You can put the name, you can put something that's not an email, you can put and then you put a phone number, you try and submit it, and then it's got the whole verification of being an email. You put what it's asking for there, submit. Still needs it, so gmail.com, and then data has been sent. Yep. And then this is how that works. We go back onto the web development, we'll go to the contact page. The same, we got the style for the buttons, we got the navigation bar, we have the left hand side column, which is -1, and these are just simple how I navigate through the pages using the URL, as this is the only way to do it. And then we come back down here, set it to -11, we offset it so it's a bit centered, and then we have all these different forms, and we have all these different classes which take obviously the different, like, name, email, phone number, blah blah blah. We come down here. This was a right faff on to get the file, and then we have a bit of um, we have the JavaScript. This simply just shows the name of the file that's currently being selected. So if I go back on the website, choose a file, CV template, it shows up here. That's what JavaScript is doing. So we'll go back, and then this simple alert drop down from Google to let the person know that the data has been sent is a lie, because nothing has been done with the data. And yeah, that should be it for all the HTML, all the Bulma, stuff like that. You can I do a scroll if you want to see it quick. Go back over here. Simple stuff. And go back to the home page. Simple stuff. And then we'll go to the important stuff, the URLs. This is required for the PDF. If this isn't here, this wouldn't work. We have the path that goes to user, the URLs within the app, and we got the admin site here. And then another thing I wanted to mention, this X-frame options. Originally, I could not get the PDF to display at all. It took me about 2-3 days, and then I managed to find a Stack Overflow. This apparently was a big thing, as you can see, needed auto display error, cannot retrieve images to display from X options. Something about that, so I had to change that. Managed to do this and a few other things in this settings file. It was all a bit of a mess, but it displays now, so I'm not going to change it right now. And then we'll come down to models. Here's the model. Simple, just one class model. Uploaded to sources if I was ever actually sending data to the database. And then we'll go down to URLs. This is just so I can get the name or get all the data, loop through the names, etc., display it. These are all just so I can path between different web pages or templates. Click on a button, use this so I can get to the next page. And then the views, we have this, which just sets up the list or array of everything I can loop through, so I can loop through it later. And then these are all just used to navigate through pages. And that should be everything. Don't think anything else has changed. Second time around, hopefully that's good enough. Do not want to record this again, 9 minutes. Hope you have a good day, and thank you.